You got me. I'm a fraud. I'm a fake ReZero content creator. That's right. I've been exposed. And in this video, I'll tell you why I'm that. Before we do that though, let me shout out another fraud ReZero content creator. This motherfucker. Jake Z, bro. Jake's 123. Bro making VTuber drama videos now. Remember the heated drama with Echidna? Jake calling out Echidna? Why he call out Echidna? Because Echidna dared to make variety content about other anime. You are no longer a ReZero content creator. Only I am the real ReZero content creator, is what Jake said. We made a lot of jokes about that. I think it's great that he's trying to do variety content and making, VTuber drama and to get this kind of viewership compared to other ReZero videos. That's great. Some funny reference here. Where is this? You're not the only ReZero content creator after all. Base reference. Shout out to Jake. Go check him out for ReZero stuff. But why am I bringing this up? Remember this video? Remember this video where I made comment about, I need your help. What should I do? And in this video, I talk about, do you guys care about Jujutsu Kaisen? How much does my immediate community, not talking about the non-subscribers and the tourists that, checks out my channel once in a while, in my immediate community, do we have that Battle Shonen audience? I asked for it, and you know what? A lot of people said no, but even more people said yes. And to get 400 likes, that's not bad. That's not bad. But why am I talking about ReZero right now? Why am I talking about ReZero right now when the anime is being mentioned is like Death Note, Monogatari, JJK, even Freerun? Pin comment, baby. The pin of shame. Had to put it up here. I read this and I was like, ooh, it's gonna be a fucking video. Mr. Ninja Gaming 3291. Imagine being one of the biggest mid-zero glazers, only to admit that the anime you are most anticipated in the next season is Jujutsu Kaisen instead of mid-zero's best season clown emoji. You got me, bro. You fucking got me. The dude with like, how many videos do we have, by the way? Just, how many videos do I have, by the way, in the ReZero playlist? There's other people that's actually making separate playlists, it's trying to separate the different seasons too, because my fucking playlist is a fucking just insane. There's like 500 separate videos. Yeah, 410 videos in here, bro. And why is he bringing it up? Well, first of all, you need to realize that if you look at the profile picture, it's a Rudy's profile picture. So you know that it's a Mushoku Tard. And why is a Mushoku Tard bringing up ReZero? It's crazy. So let's dissect something first. Is ReZero even coming out this upcoming year? Yes. Is it happening in winter next season? No. How do we know that? Well, shit. We don't have a fucking start date just yet, okay? We don't have an actual month. It's coming out in 2026. But not only that, ICE has made some tweets. ICE, a very notable ReZero, news reporter, right? We had an actual screening of episode 1 back in November 1st, right? In Italy? But on top of that, there's additional information such as this. ReZero is having extra, just events, January 24 to 25. They might do more screenings in 2026. So this tells me what? That most likely the season 4 of ReZero is going to come out spring. I think it might come out at the same time as Mushoku Tensei next year, which will be fucking great because we're going to be eating up the drama. So already we have debunked that this dude immediately wrong. What a fucking retard. And not only that, why do they do this? This isn't our first time dealing with Mushoku Tards. In fact, I've lost count of how many times I've had to deal with professional victims of the Mushoku Tensei community. And you know what? I think that many Mushoku Tensei fans are normal, reasonable people that appreciate great anime. I've only spoken great things about Mushoku Tensei in terms of the story. I think it's fucking peak. And it is right up there with ReZero. I place ReZero a little bit higher than Mushoku Tensei, as I've said in my other videos. Why? Because I like the main character more. I think he's a lot more relatable without the pedophilic tendencies. And it's like a person completely corrupted by their own sins and tries to learn from it through the regressions. It's great development. It's honestly great story. Rudy, I can't really see myself in that. But there are some people, no matter how much I glaze Mushoku Tensei, I live in their head rent-free. Nothing about Mushoku Tensei or ReZero was even mentioned in this video. I'm asking, do y'all want to watch Jujutsu Kaisen? But you're gonna have professional victim Mushoku Tards pull up, and somehow, some way, because ReZero is living rent free, they're gonna try to make shit up. And you know what? I appreciate them. I appreciate them because now I can dunk on them and make money off of it. Do you understand what kind of person this is? Imagine this. I glaze Mushoku Tensei for everything and condemn the pedophilic tendency to this fictional character. Yeah, I understand it's fiction. That's why I can separate from reality and still continue to watch a show like this with its controversial themes and enjoy the story for what it is. But some people, even though they hear that I keep saying Mushoku Tensei great, world building amazing, studio bind, let's fucking go, soundtrack amazing, deep story, compelling, action, world building, lore, amazing, and they're all just like, talk your shit, and then I say, Rudy's fucking weird, and they're like, huh? Tourist, nah, you're a fake anime watcher. I'm like, why does that hurt you so much, right? I think that my takes about Rudy and Mushoku Tensei is extremely lukewarm. There are other people making videos about how much they hate Mushoku Tensei, how much they will never even recommend this show. They will drop it because they can't get over Rudy's flaws. Rudy's flaws is a fundamental part of the story. It exists for him to be given a second chance to see how he's going to use the second opportunity in this fantasy world. And I would think that most people would understand this, and they do, but there's always schizos that get so personally hurt. And why do they become personally hurt? Because they are actual Rudiuses before they get isekai'd. They literally have a profile picture of Rudy, and they're like, no, the fictional pedophilia is great. You don't understand. Nah, I think someone needs to check your fucking hard drive, bro. It's crazy. They literally have ReZero living rent-free in their head. And even though ReZero and Mushoku Tensei authors, they're friends. The communities should be celebrating each other, working off of each other. They should be collaborating to push each other into highlight. But do you know what happens? When you make a story for such a fucking loser main character, you're gonna have losers that relate to that. And I'm not saying everyone that watches Mushoku Tensei is a loser, but I do believe that when you pander towards this type of audience, a fucking just absolute degenerate filth of a human being, you're gonna have some people that actually relate to that and a subconscious level feel hurt personally when you call out the actual factual flaws that exist in this character, which is integral for the story. But rather than comprehend it and process it, and treat this as part of a story in the progression, they feel personally insulted because they're that much of a fucking filth of a human being. Imagine that, getting butthurt because I say the fictional pedophilic tendencies and the way that Rudy operates in the body of a child with this adult mind is fucking weird, and you fucking crash out, and I get to make fun of you and make money off of you. And why do these children do it? Because again, this is, I think, I love doing armchair psychology for moments like this. This person is the de facto like example of the losers that I basically like describe on Twitter. Who are they? All they do is rage bait. They're absolute losers in real life. They have no social skills or a community that they belong to. They're probably bullied at school, and they're probably outcasted in whatever tribe or community they try to, show up because of how fucking much of a loser they are. And in doing so, they go into their own little corners and feel isolated and depressed. They can't connect to anyone. They can't be seen. They don't feel validated. So what do? Eventually, they'll find a community like this. I'm not saying Mushoku Tensei community is bad, but I do believe that when you make a main character like this, you're going to have schizos that gets pandered to that and don't even understand the point of the story, the development, and will defend these weird-ass fucking actions. And by doing so, they then engage in tribalism. Rather than praise ReZero, rather than actually like work off of ReZero, they hate them. Why? Because they see it as competition, because they've been bullied. Hurt people hurt other people. They feel like they need to be the bully now. They need to gatekeep. It's like, no, you're like on our side or you're on their side. There is no like, I can watch both shows and appreciate. If you've seen my reaction to Mushoku Tensei, you know how positive I'm about the show. I praise the show so much. I think ReZero and MT are such amazing, amazing shows that should be praised and everyone should watch it. But there's always losers that engage in tribalism. They attach themselves onto fandoms or communities because they don't have any other place in the real world. They then meet other fucking professional victims, literally pre-isekai Rudius incarnates, and they love to wallow in misery together. They rage bait because, again, they have nothing going for them. There's no purpose, there's no fulfillment. All they do is rage bait and hate on other fandoms because they don't understand how to confront the reality, just like their fucking main character pre-isekai. And it's actually so sad. They're straight up victims that I farm for money. And you know what the best part is? Cry about it. Complain about it. Clip me out of context and tweet about it. Because I'm going to make another video. You think this is the end? I'm going to ban you. You're a fucking retard. You can make an alt account and you can cry again. And I'm going to pin you again. And I'm going to make a video. And people are going to laugh at you because I'm not wrong. I may be mean, but I'm not wrong. And another video will go up because the content will keep fucking going, baby. Regarding the actual like Jujutsu Kaisen free run stuff, I think that there is an opportunity to actually do One Punch Man Season 1 in tandem with One Punch Man Season 3 this season. JJK is going to be a bit of a risky play, but One Punch Man Season 1 I think is a guarantee. And I think people actually would care a lot more about that than pretty much anything since One Punch Man is such a popular topic in my channel. Anyways, just to give a little bit of details, I'll probably make more videos and polls, you know, to describe what I'm going to do, but just stay tuned for that.